Greetings, Leo, the Lion, King of the Beast. Hey guys, this is your June reading. So welcome and thanks for joining me. I'm sorry your reading's down the list a bit of being uploaded. It's just the system I'm using at the moment. I have decided to go by the previous month's readings. Whichever one has the highest views will be the first one for the new readings coming up. And you guys were a little bit down towards the bottom end. So never mind, we're here and we're doing the reading anyhow. Now the cards have been shuffled beforehand so that I've had your energies in my mind as I've been shuffling, but I will do a little bit more because I think most people still want to see that it's genuine and the cards aren't stacked or loaded. You get my drift. So a little bit more for you guys. June is a calmer astrological month, but I'm not sure about how it's going to pan out for us humans here. We'll have to work through that and wait and see. We do have the shortest day in the southern hemisphere, so the winter solstice, and in the northern hemisphere the summer solstice. These first three decks of cards are tarot, and the fourth one is a Chakra oracle deck, which is very good for healing emotional issues, the body, the mind, and spiritual. So this deck here, it's very powerful. I wouldn't use too many of them in a reading, maybe one or two. So let's just finish this shuffling for Leo for June for 2019 and see what messages come out for them to listen to and to have insight about. Leo. One more. Nearly done. I think it does make it quicker this way, doing a little bit off, as I said in one of the others, doing it off site. Well, I don't mean technically, like I'm not taking them down the road to shuffle them and then hurry them back in the car and bring them back to the table, am I? Leo. So Leo for June. Where will we start? I'm thinking for some reason I want to start with this. Oh, how nice. The Three of Cups, the sisterhood of life. This often represents good friends around you, good times, gatherings, social occasions, attending perhaps something like a school reunion or an engagement or 21st or wedding, and sometimes like a hen's party when the girls all get together to do some sort of celebrating. If it's not so much a celebration, it can be the fact that you have people around you who support, protect and nourish you, and quite often they are girls or females, and often there will be like a blonde, a brunette and a darker one, dark haired. So that's sometimes how it actually works, which is quite interesting. So either celebrating good times or happy events, or catching up with people you haven't seen for a long time, going on a road trip with girlfriends, a weekend away, that type of thing, school reunions, or knowing that you have friends who are there to help you out. The Justice card is often associated with the air sign Libra, so it can have to do with Librans. One of these people could be a Libran person who you are connecting with, and if this is the case and they're tied up with this Justice card, it could be that someone, either you or one of them, is going through a legal cause in life. Now this could be something like a divorce or attending court whereby there's a family court hearings being done, so sometimes like custody of children can be in part and parcel of this. These girls could be tied up in that some way or another. The formation of new businesses or the dissolution of old businesses. What else here? There could be, if any of you have to attend a court of law for any reason, whether it's as a defendant or a claimant, or whether you've got a legal issue standing against you, generally this card bodes quite well because these are the scales of justice and they tend to bode in your favor. So it's also related to karmic issues, this card. So there could be a karmic cycle that you are completing. Sometimes this is relationships. So like a full relationship issue that has been going through a cycle that is about to come to completion. Consequently, it can also be a new relationship cycle that is starting. The Six of Cups. So a lot of this gathering, getting together, You know, the 6 is not dissimilar in energy to this, although it goes back in time a little bit. So maybe some of these people are people you hadn't seen for a long time. So like a school reunion or family friends or distant cousins, and you might be attending something like a wedding or a funeral even in an area where they live and you are going to visit them, or vice versa, they're coming to visit you. But this card always harkens to positivity and happiness and feelings of love, just like we may have experienced that happiness when we were children without prejudice and without preconceived ideas, you know, the innocence of childhood. So those feelings may be around that distant happiness that we can recall, well, for some of us when we were children. There is also the possibility that something like an ex-lover comes back onto the scene when this card is present. So it does seem as though for some of you this is a month where social activities and other people are playing a role in your life. So let's have a look at this. Nice, the daughter value. This can mean a slight increase in your capacity for money somehow in your life, because you can see that the different notes flying through those open doors. So sometimes this is the offer of money, or it comes to you through something like an inheritance. And sometimes, of course, inheritances may be read out when you have attended a will, which is a legal document, which could be associated with a justice card, which could be associated with people that you are reconnecting with that you may not have seen for a long time. For some of you, that might very well be the case for what is happening. Other ways that this daughter value can happen is that you are about to be privy to perhaps a pay rise or a promotion or a loan that you have applied for that has been accepted, or someone gifts you some money as some sort of gift. You are offered a new job, or if you've been unemployed or you've been having money trouble, then this is likely to mean that there is an easing up of that one way or another, however it best suits your situation or circumstances. The number, this is the 6 of Swords, and it says moving on. It is a card of travel, literally, so the word moving is quite poignant in this card. Now, oftentimes this is represented by a boat, so sometimes it refers to moving or traveling over water. So this can refer to a holiday for some people, or going somewhere via boat or over water to another land or a different state. So travel can be on the cards. However, it can also be moving on from something that no longer serves you, so more of the metaphysical application of this card. And this can mean leaving relationships behind that have ceased to be of value, and that's how the Justice card can once again be tapped into. This can be the ending of cycles, as I said, the ending of a long karmic cycle that may have had disruptions or negativity involved in it, and then you feel as though you are getting this freedom coming, and you are moving out of kind of gloominess or heavy energy into the light, into freedom, and into moving on. So nice bunch of cards that are cohesively acting together. Wow, this is beautiful. This is like the Ace of Cups. It's a very spiritually aligned card, and it is essentially love beginning. Now, love can be anything, with ourselves, with another person romantically, with life in general, with feeling more harmonious, with feeling like more is manifesting in our life. Because look at that cup is overpouring. There's a rainbow in the background. There's beautiful growth on all the trees, and flowers are out as if like in springtime. It really is a beautiful vista. So this is the turning point, or the cusp of new beginnings, especially that affect our heart or make us sing with passion or happiness, or that deep profound love that we can feel. So for some of you this can be a romantic love that's coming in. For others it can be a love that's more expansive. So with that, let's have a look at the chakra energy cards, and we have for you guys divine consciousness. So this is interconnection, expansion, oneness and light. And of course we've seen this light in this card and the way that you are moving on. So moving on may not be just from a relationship, but it may have been from a phase in your life where you have felt as if there was gloominess or heaviness or darkness around, and that could be more emotional, your own emotional like quagmire that you haven't been able to get out of. So there might have been some sort of change coming, some cosmic change or awareness or expansion, whereby you feel you are ready to enlighten yourself, to take on the new quest, the new journey, to find out what is this life about, where am I going and what am I doing. And this is what we do. These are the questions we ask when we are connecting with divine consciousness, seeking these lights. So I will read for you some of the words, because the words in this book are so beautifully written. I believe they're very etherically divined. Now, divine consciousness comes to us from the Sahasrara, the crown chakra, which is up here, which is receiving all this light in this card. So literally, this light is pouring into your mind, your awareness, your being. So divine consciousness. This card is about the supreme being, the oneness and interconnection of all life. You could be sitting on a rock staring at the ocean, feel the vastness of it, or laying and staring up at the spray of stars glittering in the dark sky. When your mind is still and your consciousness becomes aware of the essence of being, that's when you feel the connection, the essence of life, the divine consciousness, God, Spirit, Source, or whatever it is you wish to call it. The divine consciousness can be found in silence. It is the pause between your in and out breath. In one simple moment of realization, all of the secrets of the universe may be revealed through this divine consciousness. So many of life's challenges and seeming uncertainties would quickly dissolve if we could see ourselves and our world through the eyes of this divine consciousness. If we could look upon our short-term struggles as a parent might see a young child learning to stand, walk, and speak, we would see ourselves with deeply expanded compassion. We would recognize the truly divine beings that we are, and we would love ourselves for being here, for waking up, for growing into all that we came here to be. And that's what I said that the Love Begins card can represent. It's this love for your life. It's this love for living. It's this love for understanding that you are connecting with your journey. Now is the time to give yourself the gift of this perspective. See the limitless expansion of divine consciousness that is within you. Feel that space that is beyond your day-to-day consciousness and allow your attention to flow here. Allow yourself to ponder this expansive state of being. Feel that although it feels beyond and bigger than you, it actually exists within and around you always. This card invites you to spend committed time in meditation, in stillness, and in nature. Discover your own unique ways to move into conscious connection with the divine essence of life. Feel your connection and oneness with this state of consciousness, and know that your capability to live aligned with this is just a choice away. You are divine, so be it. So a really beautiful, powerful set of messages that have all cohesively been brought together through so many different cards here for you guys. I think this is a lovely, powerful reading for you, Leo. And, you know, it's coming up towards your birthday time. So it's a time to really connect with the who you are and where you want to head as the future unfolds. And when we have attachment to certain things, like feelings of worry or feeling a bit down or lost or unsure of what direction to go, or is life valued, or am I valued, or is what I do worthy, or am I on the right path? This is what happens. We get attachment and we become back down into this dark, gloomy passageway that I was talking about before from over here in this card. So we can feel entrapped, because attachment to worry or anxiety or negativity or feeling worthless or not good enough is what brings us into these places or states, and it keeps us there. And so those attachments to the negatives or the lack or the loss or the grief prevent us from connecting and feeling all of these magical states that is what we came here to find and to feel and to fulfill our lives with. So if any of you have any attachment to anything, whether it be addictions or obsessions or worry or fear or anxiety or stress, or even behaviours or people or shopping or anything, then it's time to let those attachments go and move out of that darkness into the light-filled future as you make these changes in your life and try to adapt to seeing more light and activating more of it. And you know, that goes for any relationships that may have been holding you down, and not just if you're attached to them, but if they have been abusive or negative or harming you in some way or stopping you as well. Oh wow. Yeah, so you're getting such a powerfully cosmic and love-filled and harmonized reading with all these beautiful, glorious, powerful energies, and quite a lot of love coming in. We started off with the love right from the beginning with these, and knowing that there were people around you or support or happy events to go to as well. There is happiness within. And what I've been saying before is not unhappy stuff. So it's not severe or tough or rough. It's just about opening to more light and seeing and feeling more power and passion. Because Leo, the sign, you're the sign of the sun, and the sun is what gives us life. So you are one of the truly divine fire sources of the astrological realm. You have this ability to go very deep with the consciousness and to make this creative connection. So this one here, the harmony, is the Lover's card in the traditional tarot. So more love again at a very, very deep level. So for some of you, this could literally be soulmate love coming in, or reigniting from the past, or the energetic emanatings of twin flame union type thing going on, because this card exemplifies that quite well. So the Lover's card can also represent choices. It can mean that you have to make a decision which way you will go, because sometimes there is a third party involved in the Lover's card, which is sometimes where the Justice card can come in, about making choices and keeping things balanced. But if you are not seeking new relationships and romance, this could be the reharmonizing of one you already have, or going back over it and meeting that person again, falling in love again, or as I say, reharmonizing the current intimate personal relationship you have with another person. Now sometimes this can also be referring to businesses, so this can be a very, very good time to create a new business, and this could be where the door of value is coming from as well. If this is the case and some of you are aligning a partnership up to form some sort of business that has money that works through it, that could be how you earn your money, or it's tied up to finances, it could be a blessed union, right? So there's a lot of positivity, as I say, in your reading, in many different facilities and areas. The Lover's card is always revered. It emulates, or it puts out so much love and harmony. And I think this card is perhaps one of the more beautiful of any in the tarot decks. The way they hold their palms up there, you can see the spiritual union and connection between these two people. So even if there isn't romance in your life per se, this harmony card can also be found within the deepest of friendships, right? Like this. So it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This can be a platonic relationship as well. But there is a lot of beautiful love and harmony and all sorts of fabulous things going on for you. At the same time, you see, we have just a slight opposite with the hostilities, the attachment, and possibly this one, justice. So for some of you, there's either duality of something going on, like possibly you've met someone new or you're about to, but you might be going through a separation or a divorce or breaking up of a previous business partnership. So this card can also turn up when things like that are happening, the dissolution of a business or some sort of conglomeration. These two are hand in hand. This attachment, you see how gloomy and dark it is? We're back in this kind of phase over here. And this person with the hostilities, holding the sword up like the justice, is a bit angry and could cause a little bit of trouble. So there is someone around who has the potential to create some sort of negativity. So power them out with all the spark of light. See how it knocks him out, and apply the love and apply the harmony, because those far and outweigh hostility. The fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, and this is the heart again. And Raphael is one of the major archangels. So when they come to you in a reading, it's really divine, it's beautiful, energetic timing, it's the green energy of the heart. And what did we have here? This magical emanating green spiritual energy that I talked about. So you get this glorious green coming in where he is just pulsating it out for you. So there could be something very special or prophetic around the heart energies, especially with this one as well. The love begins. It doesn't have to be intimate. It may be friends. It may be business opportunities. It could even be pets as well, because pets can sometimes be associated with this. So new amazing pets that may come into your life as well. But there is love in the air for you people. There is also, this is a time when you need to take good care of your heart health. You need to have it energized, Reiki energy, healing energy. Go and get blood tests. Make sure your physical heart is in good health, and possibly that of someone you know as well. But overall, beautiful reading. So if any of you have pain in the heart from something like a divorce or a separation or loss or some hostilities that someone has caused you, and again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a sibling, like a brother, a parent, a friend, a work colleague. If any of those people have caused pain in the heart, then utilize these energies to heal that pain. Call upon Archangel Raphael for healing during this month, because you can do that. Wow, another major arcana, number 9, the Solitude, which of course is the Hermit card. This is about spending a little bit of time alone because you are seeking divine consciousness and wisdom about your journey. This is about you, not other people. So it's important to pay respect and regard to you during this month. You will learn stuff. This is like the grand book. This is like the Akashic records of knowledge about your soul's journey, where you're going, where you've been, how you connect them all together, how you bring in love, how you bring in harmony, how you get your heart glowing and flowing, and moving to the next level. So this is a beautiful reading, Leo. I think you've got so much potential in here. We haven't had that many cards, but we've spent a lot of time perhaps on each one. Well, just with the Hermit, yeah, it might pay to have some time out and do some thinking, some quiet meditation, and find a little bit more of that lovely illumination, which is, of course, the light again, as I said. Perhaps we'll try one more card just for finishing. And I think we'll go to there. Yeah, but perhaps I shouldn't have done that after all. So that's the Nine of Swords. I won't finish with that one. We'll work that through. I think that comes with seeing the hostilities, seeing the attachment. Those energies all go very well together. And we've seen a little bit of it in the reading. It's about dealing with it appropriately. Not allowing too much attention for these energies to take hold, because if they do, then that's exactly where you end up. You end up with hostilities and other people causing aggression in your life. You feel deflated, locked down, stuck in attachment. This is the feeling of panic attacks, insomnia, depression, anxiety, feeling tied up that you can't get out. So these three are the total opposite of what is also on offer within your reading. You know, you have this duality going on. But let's not finish with that one, because it's just not a nice one to finish with. But another major arcana, this is number 2, this is the High Priestess. This is again connection to your intuition, to the information that comes to you through the cosmic energy, through the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. And she and our Hermit are hand-in-hand partners in life. They are both gaining and understanding at the highest level cosmic awareness of their life's journey and knowledge and understanding, and coming together to grow and expand in the areas of love and harmony. So I wish you all the very best, guys. If we were talking just on a basic level about issues, physical issues, some of you do feel as there could be stress around. Take the time out to have some peace and quiet, do some meditation. That's your Hermit. There is plenty of romance possibly in the air. Sexual attraction is also possible because of her around, so people could find you sexually attractive if you are looking for relationships. But there is so much here that leads you on to bigger steps in the picture. Lots of social activities, I think, with other people in the key, and this possible infrastructure or something going on here about increasing your opportunity for income earning or money coming into your life. So do listen to it again if you want to, and spend a bit of time thinking about how you can best utilize these energies that have been brought to your attention. So thank you very much, guys. I love when you leave your comments, and thank you for subbing the channel. Hit the notification button so that you get all of the uploads when they come to the channel. Have a wonderful, fabulous June wherever you are on our wonderful, magnificent planet. Much love. Namaste.